Go sing it on the mountain. He may have been born a cheesehead, but here in the heart of London, Jeff Buffenberger looking to power on through to the semifinal, and he's got 500,000 in chips. Facing him, of course, another double B, Barney Boatman, who has taken sort of a different road here just by hanging in. I mean, many of these stats between the two are remarkably similar. Hands won, bet frequency. Just Buffenberger's won the big pots, I guess.
He just won those two big pots, didn't he? And both times he made very bold calls. He turned out to be about as right as you could be in both situations, and he won the pots. If you had asked Barney Boatman before this began what he expected out of this, I think he probably would have told you, you know, he gets a lot of runner-up spots in these. Usually, you know, he has a big stack and ends up getting horribly unlucky. Here, he's a bit of an underdog here. But if there's an experience in this particular format, in this sort of heads-up situation, Barney's probably played, I don't know, 15, 16 of these. Yeah, he's definitely experienced at getting tragically unlucky heads up and making his way into the semi-final, and I'm sure he would have made plans to be in the semi-final and not make any other appointments to clash with it. Yeah. There's chips out there to be won. I mean, it's as good a way as any, really, isn't it? Yeah, this is just about, if he goes much lower than this, he's not going to be in a position where a re-raise all in can guarantee getting through against a weak hand.
Cool.
I hate this play from Barney. To me, this is a big weakness in Barney's game. He's out of position with 6 high. He's called 30,000 out of a stack of 130,000. You know, I know Barney, this is actually the best flop he could possibly hit. But you know, obviously I know Barney's a very talented player and a good reader of the flop, but you know, to an extent these one tables are a maths game, and the maths just doesn't add up there. Barney's a very talented player. He is. Well, he's very hard to explain to an outsider what's going on when you're watching Barney. He's. I remember spending. I mean, this is going back about 4 or 5 years, but spending, you know, entire days on the rail watching Barney at the World Series, and just being very impressed by how he could stay in with a short stack. Yeah, he really thinks outside the box. He has a different way of looking at the game to other people. You know, I think all of these are great qualities, and in multi-table tournaments they serve him well. I just think sometimes in these one-table formats, I don't know, sometimes he just tries a little bit too hard to be different for the sake of it. And well, too many checks for Barney here. A bit of an unlucky card on the river, and now since Buffenberger's limped with this, Barney has to consider the possibility that it's not as good. Is there? Yeah, this is a bit unlucky for Barney. Obviously, you know, he hit the flop very big, and he wanted to get some chips out of it. And you know, I don't blame him for checking. And
didn't you bet the flop?
now he's really annoyed that you know.
He said, "Why?" Oh, right.
He was hoping Jeff would bet the flop.
Ace.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's a it's going to end up being a big percentage of Barney's stack here. This 26. It's going to put him back down to, very stupid.
Yeah, he's in the 130s now. He's crossed with himself because that's the second time in this heat where he really knew he was beat and still called on the end. It's I think among the funny things about this format is that there's some days you can come in and just because of what you're dealt, you know, you can make 3 or 4 sort of, not mistakes, but 3 or 4 things that weren't the perfect way. And then there's some days, because of the cards you get, there's only one possible way through, if you know what I mean.
I won't get
absolutely, yeah. I mean,
Hope you don't.
Raise.
Look at David Garbaz. You know,
Say more.
he got dealt a pair of nines that he could have played a million different ways, and he played it the only way that he knocked somebody out, and then he got dealt a pair of kings where there was only one way to play them, and he's out. It's
Well, this is what we were talking about before. Barney's given himself options. I kind of feel like the money's going all in here no matter what was going to happen. But
I think the money has to go all in here, really. I mean,
Ace-8's a little too big, isn't it?
yeah, I mean, he can easily be dominating here. You know, Jeff can easily have a smaller ace, and you know, or a hand like King Jack, King 10, King Queen, or he can be up against a pair under eights. As it happens, he's in a bit of trouble. There's some split pot chances.
Figured it was something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are some split pot chances, and you wouldn't
Bigger than
begrudge
queens.
Barney a little stroke of fortune here.
Right.
But the 8 would be the key card for him. He is all in. Should he win this pot, it'll be rather level. Oh, there's the 9. Front and center on the door card.
You got to feel for Barney. I don't think he's done too much wrong in this heat.
But not the Black King, you can't.
You know, he certainly tried to
Put a
play
7 down
poker
there,
all
yeah.
the
Black
way,
King.
and
No, I don't like
he
side
did well to hang in there when they were four-handed. And
Buffenberger's day from
come
start to
on.
finish. Barney now drawing dead.
Good luck.
And he'll be going to the
See you in the
semis.
final.
Yeah.
Barney will have another shot. We'll see him again, the
Anyways.
Hendon
Cheers.
mobster.
Thank you, dealer.
It's so close, but a pip is enough, especially when you make a full house. And Barney Boatman, scrappy but second. Buffenberger through the whole way. Mr. Buffin.
Mostly a London heat here, but former Yank turned British Jeff Buffenberger comes through. Congratulations, Jeff.
Thanks.
You seem to be in a very positive and focused frame of mind sort of from the get-go. Were you feeling good today?
Yeah. I strained a lig. I pulled the ligament with my knee, so my concentration's focused on eliminating the pain. So I guess that it transferred into my poker. So.
Commiserations, Barney. I mean, it was really a case for you today of just playing what you were getting. You didn't get much to work with early.
That's right. Just I got one pair in the whole thing, which was a pair of deuces, and as you know, I came up against kings and aces in that hand. Yeah, I had to improvise a bit. And I was very happy with my game apart from one hand, which I hope doesn't get shown.
Well,
But,
Jeff Buffenberger, our fourth man into the first semifinal. Barney Boatman will have another chance in the runners-up heat. Who will they be meeting there? We'll see next time on the PartyPoker.com European Open 4.